In my mission to resurrect our awareness of and devotion to the sacred spiral essence of existence, I get asked a lot of questions about seasonal living because that is very much kind of the foundation of all of this, is working with the literal and figurative energetic seasons that exist within and around us at all times, always. And right now in the Northern Hemisphere, we're in winter. And so I was asked how one copes with the fatigue and the lack of sunlight in winter, especially when they have to be on for work or for family. And it all boils down to this. Winter, like everything else, every other archetypal frequency and phase of the wheel of the year, has a specific invitation, specific wisdom, specific medicine. And winter is a time for rest, period. It's a time for introspection. It's a time for receiving divine insight, receiving visions, just receiving and resting. And that's really like the antithesis to everything that our culture tries to program into us, right? We're supposed to be giving and be on and be expressive and be outward all the time, right? So winter is kind of like this evil, we don't want it. And then we do everything in our power to maintain this kind of summery energy and maintain that status quo. And a lot of us suffer because of it. We see seasonal affective disorder. We see a lot of colds and flus and compromised immune system challenges around this time. A lot of emotional and mental challenges that come up as well. And winter is this time for rest. It is a time of formlessness and being in kind of the cosmic void, the in-between place, the place between death and rebirth. It's that rest. Our soul is kind of being ushered back into form in this late part of winter in Imbolc. That's that energetic is being birthed through the cosmos once more. So the formlessness is coming back into form. Many of us kind of feel the quickening starting to take place. Some of the energy start to pick up, but we're still in winter. It's still a time for rejuvenation and resting. The days are dark and long and cold by design because it's challenging if it's sunny and bright to be doing this deep introspective kind of yin building, resilience building, rejuvenation and rest. So all of this is by giant cosmic intelligent design, and the greatest thing that we can do is kind of surrender to it and allow it all to take place. You will feel fatigued. You will feel tired. You will feel like you want to just snuggle. These are the impacts of less sunlight. It's all part of it. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing to hack or fight through or resist or shame. It's simply part of it. This is the sacred spiral of existence doing what it does. The time for being on and being outward and being kind of more fiery and bold and action-oriented will come around again, because that's the nature of how the spiral works. It will come around again, and it will be so much more sweet and easeful if we can allow it to just do what it does without our involvement, without our shaming, without our judging, without any of the other bullshit that our brains and programs and conditioning like to tell us. So, can you do what is needed to receive the rest? And this is where the medicine of the seasons really comes into play. So for this particular individual, feeling like she had to be on, what does that mean? What does that mean to you? This is a very common story. A lot of us feel that way. And like, of course we do. Look at the society that we grew up in, where it's so celebrated and preferred to be on and to be in that kind of eternal summer energy. But what does that actually mean to you? And what would happen if you weren't on? Then what? What does that mean? What would happen? What is it that doesn't feel safe about not being what you perceive to be on? And can you do what is needed? It may involve asking for support. It may involve asking for help. It may involve actually being seen in your humanness and in your spirally essence to receive the support that you need to get that deep rest and rejuvenation. So play with that. Everyone else is feeling it too. So you might be the one to speak up and everyone around you is like, right, thank goodness. Like, we're not going to play this game anymore. We're going to honor what's actually needed right now within this season. We're not going to play this whole linear, everything must stay the same all the time or there's something wrong with you game. So feel into that. Be a stand for yourself, and you may actually also be inspiring those around you by living that value. Living that value and that truth of, this is important to me. This is what's being asked of me in my body right now in my experience. And so I'm going to do what is necessary to receive the medicine of this particular time, knowing that it will make the summery time when it comes back around so much sweeter, so much sweeter. Mwah! Thank you.